Change is hard. We know that. So we're out at Barnstable transfer station today talking to PJ Kelliher, who is the supervisor here at the transfer station, and looking for you to start separating your recyclables. PJ, this has been coming for a little while. Tell us why.
It's been coming for a little while because, as everyone knows, we are single stream, but the market for single stream has, in lack of a better term, it pretty much collapsed. We're trying to separate it at the facilities and market it so those facilities can stay in business just isn't feasible anymore for them. So we have been trying to get by, but it's at that point where we need to make a change to help us out.
Right. So from single stream, we put all of our recyclables in one bin. Now we're going to start to separate again. And this is where some confusion with our residents are. And let's clear that up for them. So let's start with corrugated cardboard. That was always separated.
Corrugated cardboard, we already separate that out. That is not changing. The locations are staying the same on that. So all the corrugated cardboard you've done in the past is still the same cardboard you're putting into the bin, starting October 1st.
Right, and give me a little example of corrugated cardboard so people know.
The easiest way for corrugated cardboard is your Amazon boxes.
Okay.
If you took the box, when you open it up and you look at the flap, and inside the flap you see the wavy ribs, that's considered corrugated.
Okay.
It's the easy way to tell. If you can't tell from the edge, give it a tear and you'll be able to see the waves. If it doesn't have those ribs, it's a paperboard, regular cardboard, which ends up in another one of our new containers, mixed paper.
Mixed paper, that always makes people's heads explode. What is mixed paper?
Mixed paper is a mixed bag of tricks. It has anything you can think of for paper: office paper, newspaper, the Stop and Shop flyers, the mail you get. That all goes into the mixed paper bin.
Magazines?
Magazines, same thing, right
How
into the
about
bin.
envelopes with cellophane windows?
If you could rip the cellophane window off, put that in the trash. It's that thin film plastic that is the biggest enemy when it comes to recycling.
Okay.
If that could get pulled out as best you can, you don't need to, if you can come off one fell swoop, put it into your trash, that'd be great. And then take the envelope, throw it right into the mixed paper bin.
Okay, we have been separating tin and aluminum for a little while
Yes.
here, so let's just review with folks what is acceptable for
All right.
metal and tin.
Yeah, starting July 1st, a few months ago, we started taking the metal and tin cans out of the single stream. For a variety of reasons, they carry weight to them and lowered our weight on the single stream. Also, metal continually has a value. It fluctuates just like anything else. So the metal food cans, if you have a tuna can, a soup can, the pineapple juice cans, coffee ground cans, all of those, what goes into the metal bin. But the biggest thing is they need to be rinsed out. You have to rinse them out, give them a wash through, then throw them into the bin. If they're wet with water, that's not the big deal. It's the food residue and all that causes, like anything else, mold, stickiness, and then that can contaminate the load.
Not to mention critters.
Yeah, and problem we're running into right now is the ones that people aren't washing out are attracting bees this time of year. So We're doing what we can. We're trying to come up with some new ways to keep the bees away. So, be careful as you come up to the bin. We're working on it as we speak to try and make it better for everybody.
Okay, and labels on cans, is that okay?
If you can peel it off with anything else, it's great. If it's stuck with the glue, it's stuck. There's really not much you can do.
Right. Okay, so we've done mixed paper, we've done corrugated, we've done aluminum and tin, and everybody's favorite, plastics.
The biggest question we've been getting on the phone calls and emails is plastics. All your plastics, 1 through 7, are gonna go in the bin. There's a couple things, everything with plastic, there's always something. There's always a exception to the rule. Styrofoam by name, there's all the technical names. That's the name everyone knows it by. The packing peanuts. Those are plastic, but they are not recyclable. Those are a big contaminant. Right now, there's no way to get them recycled. Unfortunately, they do end up in the trash. That's where we need you to put them. Okay. The bulky rigid plastics, big wheels, little kid playhouses, the 5-gallon buckets, those don't go into the plastic bin. Those go into our demolition pile. So if you do have those items, stop at the gatehouse. As with our demolition, if they are very large and have a lot of weight, there may be a charge to them. Okay. Without seeing the items, we can't really give an idea on it. But stop at the gatehouse, they'll direct you where to put them. 5-gallon buckets though, with the big thing is reduce, reuse, recycle. A 5-gallon bucket, you can use it for tons of stuff. you can use it to carry your recycling in.
Yeah.
Most of them have a handle. You use it, dump it. You can use it for our food waste, bring it in, dump it, especially if it has a cover, to be a great way to do it. So a 5-gallon bucket can be reused, which reduces the recycling of it.
Right. Now, a question that we've always come across as well is that under the recycling number, sometimes there's little words like PETE. What do those mean, and is the item still recyclable?
I can't recite them to you right now, but that just describes the type of plastic it is. HD, EP, if I get the numbers right, high density polyethylene plastic.
Right. But if it still has those letters, is it still recyclable?
Still recyclable.
Okay.
Any questions, you can always ask one of the attendants we have. Feel free to give us a call. But there is a beautiful website, Mass DEP just started, recyclesmart.org. It has a little clip that describes what's going on with the recycling, and it has a tab on the top called Recyclopedia. Open the tab up, you can type in whatever item you have. It gives you a list as you're typing, like in a search engine, and then it tells you whether it's recyclable, what you can do with it, or it even gives other uses you could have for it.
That's fantastic. One last thing, because I don't think we talk about it enough, is that you are composting food waste here.
Yes, food waste is something we started last year. It has picked up a lot of steam as this year's gone on, as people realize we have it. It's covered by your recycling sticker. It's covered by the trash sticker. You're allowed to use it. It's on our recycling line. It's the very last shed on the line. We have on the website items you can put in there. And essentially what it is, your food scraps, your table scraps. If you can, I'll give you the ways people do it. They have buckets they use that they put it into. They put them into large Ziploc bags, put it in the freezer till they can come in. And then we have giant toters in there. Drop the food waste in. We do put a trash barrel there in case you brought it in a plastic bag. You can throw that into the trash. And we have Watts Family Farm that comes, picks it up. They end up turning it into compost and reusing it for the items that they do at their facility, from animals that they have to regular old compost.
But really, what we can do is start to reduce and renew, and obviously recycling, it will be a change, but you guys are going to have some containers here for folks that haven't gotten the message yet?
Yes, we are still going to keep open 2 single stream containers for a period of, say, 60 days. We're going to work on phasing them out as, the people start to notice how we do it and get their setup at home, how they're going to do it. And we'll start phasing them through, and then after 60 days, we're going to be completely separating everything out.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, PJ.
No problem. Have a great day.